Well, I was quite pleasantly surprised to hear about the fact that a statue of my father should be set up in such a prominent and prestigious place. And what was a bit surprising is that it was announced rather suddenly, very shortly before the actual birth anniversary. But it certainly would be a very appropriate place for an Indian leader of my father's eminence. So I think this will maybe be a late slight to the British that now that he should take the place of George V in a location so close to the Parliament building and to Raj Bhavan. So that is certainly a very appropriate step. Of course, Delhi has always been the goal of the struggle, at least for the INA, the Delhi Cholo. So I'm glad that another hopefully nice statue will be added in Delhi, because after all there are some other statues of Netaji in Delhi, and of course in many other towns and villages. And I must say, what touches me the most, even though they are not the prettiest, that in many of the small villages, on the basis of the efforts of simple people, statues of Netaji have been set up, very often rather simple ones. But I think the emotion that is behind them is very touching.
Step that has been taken by the Indian government. Are you pleasantly surprised? And I would also like to know, why did you call it a better late than never decision?
Well, that's I could answer that in a twofold manner. One is, of course, that there has been talk about honoring Netaji through some memorial for a long time, and this might be one part of a memorial. Although I think, of course, the more important would be, say, something like an educational institution or an institution sort of carrying across Netaji's ideas and ideals. But I think a statue also has an appeal, of course, to people who see it. And the other thing which why I said it was better late than never was because it came all of a sudden last year. A big opening ceremony was held in Kolkata for the beginning of the anniversary year, and plans were sort of outlined, or not even outlined yet. There was talk about a series of events to honor Netaji, and a big committee was set up, and I jokingly call it the non-existing committee because I'm a member of that, but it has never met, and at least as far as I know, it has never done anything, and so it was kind of surprising that at the end of the year the decision was made by the Prime Minister and his advisors, most likely, to set up the statue of Netaji. And evidently the statue could not be made that quickly. And I understand that he will sort of unveil, if one can unveil a hologram tomorrow, and sort of ceremonially inaugurate the monument, so to say.